we like to call them, but it's DraftKings that now has the Saints as the favorite, because you can bet on who goes where, to land Shedeur Sanders. And this is my question to you, which we've asked, or I've asked you to kind of give an explanation from the Saints' perspective, which I guess that's a tough ask on my part. If he's there and they are in the business in this draft of finding a quarterback, what's the one reason they would not pick him at number 9?
Yeah, because they like Quinn Ewers in the 3rd round.
So
because they
better
move back.
Value there?
They could trade back. If you're the Broncos, you could move up to 9. Mickey Loomis is Sean Payton's best friend. You could totally move in the top 10, and you could get in front of Chicago. If you want Ashton Jeanty, he's there. And if you're going all in with Bo Nix, it's there. You going to do it or not? You going to do it or not? Right?
Yeah.
Hey, everything's about the future of Bo Nix. Okay. Well, then move up. Wake her ass up, as they said in Waterboy. Like, do it. And you can. So why wouldn't they take Shedeur? Because they like another quarterback later. And God forbid they do this, they need so much. And you already have Derek Carr. I know he readjusted, whatever. But it's like you could draft Shedeur and then draft Quinn Ewers in the 4th. Because, I've seen the future. He's going to be there in the 3rd round at least. But it's like...
Yeah, why not draft both?
They could do the Kirk Cousins thing. Right. RG3, Kirk Cousins. But how'd that work out?
I mean, you still were able to move a player and get some assets.
Yeah, but how'd that work out? You know what I mean? Like, they didn't win anything with Kirk Cousins or with Robert Griffin III. So you got to get it right. And the Shedeur slide might get to 20. Now, the Broncos obviously aren't going to take him. But if he gets to 20, then that makes 20 hot. Because a team like Cleveland, and I do believe, and I'll be checking around at, one of the reasons I'm not doing crosstalk is I'm checking with somebody very important at 2:15.
Okay.
And when I leave here I get on that private call, I'm going to be like, what's this team doing? What's this team doing? What's this team doing? Because I believe, this is my guess, full disclosure, my guess, Cleveland wants Travis Hunter and Cleveland wants Shedeur Sanders.
So they want to bring the pair.
Both. They want both. So because of that, if he falls to 20, Cleveland jumps back up. Broncos get 33. Boom, done and done. And, of course, the Broncos will get more than that. Mm-hmm. But, that's the fall with Shedeur that would be really beneficial for the Broncos, especially if they like Quinshon Judkins more than like Omarion Hampton, which, I know who I like. We don't yet know, and I tweeted about it last night. I'm waiting. They got the Jon Stewart with the popcorn, right? Mm-hmm. Eating popcorn, waiting to find out which running back Sean Payton loves. Because if he loves him, he's going to get him. Because that's what Sean Payton does.
You said Judkins. My head went to Travion. Because, that's the guy that I like.
Yeah.
At 33. Is that too early then?
And a guy that they've had a top 30 visit with is Caleb Johnson.
There we go. I keep forgetting about
Caleb
him.
Johnson could easily be the answer. He's DeMarco Murray,
Well, and he's it feels like
the hammer.
You're going to know better than I, like the odd man out of that first group.
Well, in January, Caleb Johnson, running back Iowa, he was the number 2 back. Omarion Hampton took him over. Now, I think it's a little too groupthink, and this is why I do my stuff by myself, all by myself, because then when Matt Waldman puts out his rookie scouting portfolio, I haven't been talking to Matt, although we are very good friends. I wait until his stuff comes out and then see how it compares.
Okay.
Hey, what'd you think of this guy? Mm-hmm. He really loves Taj Brooks. All right, well, I saw him in person. I wasn't impressed. And I liked him on film, but in person I was disappointed. Maybe that's just a practice and you can't do that with a running back. But I look at, what's Dane Brugler think? What's Matt Waldman think? And I compare it, but once my work is done. Because I think there's too many people out there just doing the group think of Omarion Hampton. And you hear now people are saying he's as good as Ashton Jeanty, which is just not the case. God bless him. God bless him all day. He's not as good as Ashton Jeanty. Right? So because of that, the group think there with Hampton, people have forgotten about Caleb Johnson. I'm here to tell you, he goes to the right spot. You're not going to forget about Caleb Johnson because he's going to be a Pro Bowler.
All right. Yeah, it does feel like he is that odd man out that
he's a hammer.
If someone has fallen in love with him, someone's going to get him later in the draft, and find themselves a hell of a football player. All right, another thing. So we'll see what it means for Shedeur and the Saints. Will they or won't they? I need some help with this one. Why in the heck would the Los Angeles Chargers give Trey Lance $6 million? They gave Trey Lance a $6 million one-year deal.
Is he going to play running back?
That's what I'm not even joking. I literally wrote down,
Oh.
why is this? Design packages for the guy? He can't play.
Yeah.
He fooled Kyle Shanahan and
He fooled
John Lynch.
Kyle wanted Mike Jones.
And then they luckily, jumped into a pile of poop and came out smelling like roses because they found Brock Purdy late in that 7th round. But Trey Lance, man, he's my quarterback. Who's the guy in New Orleans? Taysom Hill. He's my quarterback version of Taysom Hill. The most overrated, overhyped, dude can't play, isn't going to help a football team do anything player that I've seen in the NFL draft over the last few years. Trey Lance stinks, dude. $6 million? Good for the Chargers. I'd love to see the Chargers fall apart. And they're already cheapskates. Now you spent $6 million on a guy that can't play.
Well, and you mentioned package plays for him. Why would you ever want Justin Herbert off the field?
Exactly.
But Chargers going to Charger. Chargers going to Charger. So congratulations, and here we go again. And with Trey Lance, it's like, all right, man, there's other leagues that you could get playing time and maybe rehab and recover
be developed.
Your development and your reputation. Because right now he's a punchline. They gave up 3 first-rounders. 3 first-rounders. You guys all out here are scared to give up a first-rounder for Ashton Genty, who's Jahmyr Gibbs-like. Or dare I say Christian McCaffrey-like. And I got people, no. I'm moving up, but I'm not moving up. No, what? They give up 3 first-rounders for a guy that can't play.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're getting an asset with Sean Payton. So if Sean Payton falls in love with Ashton Genty, the Broncos are going to make waves in this draft. Waves. I'm here to tell you, get your life jacket ready. Sean Payton's going to jump on that Sea-Doo, and he's going from West Palm Beach. What is it? West Key, Palm Beach, something in Florida.
Got to turn my mic on.
And
Palm
then
Beach.
he's riding to the Bahamas.
Okay.
It's 65 miles. And yes, I watched a YouTube documentary about a guy that rode a Sea-Doo from Florida to the Bahamas.
Just
on
for
a
fun,
flipping
or
Sea-Doo.
He's smuggling stuff.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I just thought that was the route. I don't know. That's the movies I watch.
That's what you're watching.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm watching YouTube. Guys, he was a fisherman. You fish?
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah.
every time, first off, Paul Klee's the coolest guy ever.
He is the coolest
in the
guy
world,
ever. Yeah.
right? In the world.
Shout out to you, Cleesus.
Yes. Every time I drive by, because I live in the mountains of Roxborough, right? It's beautiful, wonderful, perfect. And I drive past the South Platte. What is it? The South Platte, whatever?
Something.
So I drive through Waterton Canyon because, again, I live in a postcard. And I see the guys out there fly fishing in the water. And when I'm driving by from I know we're only on air 4 hours. We do a lot more work than just 4 hours of entertainment. Hopefully entertainment.
Yeah.
But when I drive by and I'm grinding, right? Maybe a little burnout. I don't know. You tell me. I see those guys fly fishing, and I go, that's the luckiest mother blanker that there is in the world, dude. I wish can I just change? What do you do for work?
Yeah.
That you can go fly fishing at 2:30 in the afternoon in beautiful Waterton Canyon. Because whatever you do for work, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Because I want to be that guy who's just got no cares in the way, just standing in the water. Casting that line, baby. And that's why I think of Paul Klee, because Paul Klee, coolest guy in the world, and he's a fly fisherman.
Just living the life, too. Great wife, little Johnny Klee.
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about Johnny Klee in the Masters in 20 years from right
Toyota.
now. Great truck.
Yes.
Yeah, handsome devil, that Paul Klee.
The
He's got it
ladies
going
like
on.
him, yeah, for
he
sure.
does. What's up, Paul? We got to get Paul on the show.
We do,
again
man.
soon.
He's the man.
All right.